Hi, this is Dan Duffin, the owner and creator of the Black Christmas website, the only Black Christmas website on the internet right now. You can visit that at itsmebilly.com. This is a story of my visit back to the Black Christmas house in December of 2002. What we're going to try and do is show you a few of the locations as they look now. This is a shot from behind the house, which you don't see in the film, of course, something that the fans always wanted to see. And here we have it, we're in the house. What we're actually doing here is going up the main Black Christmas staircase, one of the focal points for the film. And there we have Billy's attic. Of course, you can see that the actual hatch and ladder have now gone. This is, of course, the downstairs of the house. This room wasn't actually used in the film, but it does reflect the style of the house quite nicely. And back into the main hallway where all of the phone calls took place. Now, as the camera progresses here, this is the main room that was used at the start of the film, where the big Christmas party took place, and also this is the window here that Billy actually looked through and witnessed the Christmas party before he made his entry into the house. Again, I was fortunate to visit at Christmas time, so you can see that the whole place is decorated with lights and tinsel glitter. Again, back to the famous staircase as we look up to where Billy hid the bodies. And that's actually where Jess hid at the end of the film. When she sort of runs away from the killer once he's been discovered, she hides in the basement. I believe what actually happened was here is under the attic hatch, what Bob Clark and his team actually did was to put some sort of boarded door across there so that you couldn't actually see through into the rooms, but of course that's all been removed now. Now this is the famous door where Billy's eye can be seen when Jess goes and makes the discovery of the bodies at the end. This is where I've tried to do my version of looking out the door, but as you can see it's not quite as easy as they made it look in the film, but nevertheless I got the shot. Now, this room's Jess's. At the end of the film you'll see that Art Hindle and John Saxon and everybody are all sitting around the bed while Jess is sedated, and that all took place in this room here.
Who is that? Who is it? Claude?
And this is Claire's room. This is the room where she was actually strangled in the closet just ahead of us. Unfortunately, you can't go in there anymore because it's now got a boiler in place, so...
Who is it?
But that's where it was. Now, we're going to make our way up to the actual attic now. As I said, that the ladder's been removed a long time ago, so what we have to do now is go up this newly made staircase. And again, it looks very different upstairs. This is the actual attic room that Billy hid in and hid the bodies in. Looks absolutely nothing like what it did in the film, but trust me, it's the one. Watching Mr. Harrison and Mrs. Mack get into the taxi and his daughter's body in the attic, and there we have the view. All of the iron railings have been removed now, but still looks a great place. When I was in the house, I did ask if I could have any of the props that were in the film, but unfortunately it was all brought by the cast and crew. There was nothing original left over, not even the old attic ladder, I'm afraid. As you can see as we look outside, at the time that the film was made, I'm sure this was a very deserted area, but in the last 30 years it's been built up a lot, and it's now a very rich, exclusive area in the north end of Toronto. Again, back to where the attic hatch used to be. And what we're trying to do here is cut between the two sections of the film so you can see the comparison of how it looked then and now. What I was trying to do was match my home video footage up with what I could remember from the film.
Who are you? For God's sake, what are you doing?
As we make our way across the landing.
Billy! Billy! Stop this! Oh, Jesus Christ. Mrs. Mack?
This is actually Mrs. Mack's room, or the room that Mrs. Mack used.
Mrs. Mack, are you up there?
As we make our way back down to the lobby of the house. A great looking place, and as fans can see, although it looks a lot newer than it did back then, it's still got that same characteristic atmosphere. It's still such a really creepy place to be. Again, thanks for buying the DVD and watching what we hope you'll enjoy as a reminisce of the house, the Black Christmas house.
Agnes, it's me, Billy.